guys. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce someone I'm very, very excited actually to introduce, Omon. I didn't actually met Omon for the first time. We both met Omon at the recent ICGP conference a couple of months ago, and I'd seen her and followed her for a while before that. I've been seeing the amazing things that she's been doing, not just in general practice, but for doctors in general across the board. So we're really happy that she's been able to come and do a keynote speech. You can see some of the accolades that she's already built up in her career so far. She's done some incredible things. Founder of Black Women's in Health, as Pooja mentioned at the earlier part of the day. And we're so excited because I know that she's going to be a huge inspiration to you guys. Her story herself is inspirational. I'm sure she's going to pass on some of that inspiration to you guys as well. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Omon and allow her to take over and inspire us all.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I'm so excited to be among so many great minds today. And the program has been going on so far. It's been full of amazing speakers. I hope today I'll be able to, share some words and inspire someone that even as an IMG, you can make an impact, you can make a difference, you are significant, and you are important part of the medical profession. So without further ado, I'm just going to start my talk today. Yeah, that's me. So just to tell you how I got here. I was born in Nigeria, West Africa, and I went to medical school in Nigeria for my first 4 years, Igbinedion University in Okada, Edo State, Nigeria. And from there, I transferred to Windsor University School of Medicine, St. Kitts and Nevis in the Caribbean. I finished my degree there. In between that time, I came to the UK for my electives. I did some electives in the UK, and I really liked the UK system. So I decided, well, I'll come here. So in 2007, when I graduated, I came back and I took my IELTS, took my PLAB 1, applied for a job. And whilst I was waiting to start the job the next August in 2008, I took PLAB 2. And then I did my foundation year 1 and year 2 in Warrington Hospital, Merseyside. And I went on to my GP training. And as you can see, it took me a bit longer because I had a baby in between and I took 1 year off for mat leave. And then I finished up my training, became a GP, and I've been a GP from 2015 February till now. During that time, I got my diploma in sexual and reproductive health because that's my special interest. And I've gone from there to, continue my job as a GP. My first role as a leader was in 2018 when I was made a lead GP for a 9,000 plus GP practice. And I did learn a lot during that process. And that took me into what a lot of the things I'm going to talk about today. So becoming a lead GP opened my eyes to a lot of impact that we can make as healthcare professionals, as IMGs, and just as human beings, really. And in doing all those things I did, I got a lot of accolades. I won awards. I submitted audits that won awards. I submitted audits that were published in the NICE guidelines. I have 4 publications in the NICE guidelines for shared learning. I was also, through that process, able to acquire all the eligibility to get fellowship. So last year, I became a fellow of the Royal College of General Practitioners, and I also became a fellow of the Royal Society for Public Health. So it's been a long journey. There's been ups and downs, but here I am today. So if I could do this, anyone, believe me, anyone can do it. A small girl from Nigeria, now a big woman really, but yeah, if I could do it, then anyone can do it. So my current roles, I'm a locum GP. I do portfolio GP work. I dabble into a lot of things. I'm the founder and CEO of Black Women in Health UK. It's a non-profit organization for Black women. I'm a council member for the Royal College of General Practitioners. I'm the vice chair for Mercy Faculty Board. I'm a GP tutor, and I'm a Team Halo guide for the UN affiliate group. I do health content, online. So let's go into my why. Because at the end of the day, I think, making an impact as a GP or as an IMG, what was my why? Why did I want to do these things? Why do you have to make an impact? I didn't actually start off wanting to get all those things I've mentioned to you. I didn't start off thinking, oh, I want to be a fellow, I want to do this, I want to get awards. It was just what happened during the process. My why was to save lives, really. When I became a doctor, I wanted to save lives. I wanted to, probably discover something in medicine, advance healthcare, and make a difference. But I didn't have a specific reason at that time. But when I came to the UK as an IMG, I struggled. My very first shift as an F1 doctor, a foundation doctor, I worked in night shift, and it was, a new country, new system, new hospital. In the Caribbean, the system was American system, so it was new everything. I remember I cried a few times that night. I ran all over the hospital trying to make sure, at least I didn't have anyone. But I got through the night, and it was difficult for me. The lingo, the culture, everything was a shock. But one thing that stood out for me was that I didn't find mentors that looked like me, people that I could, talk to, people that could mentor me, direct me, that actually understood a lot of the struggles I was facing as an IMG. And one of those thoughts started to come to my mind that, well, this is something we need, a support group. But I didn't really act on it until much later. I remember during my GP training, I had a very difficult time. My supervisor didn't really understand me. We had clashes. It was difficult. There was a lot of problems there. But one of the things that helped me through was that I had a group of friends on WhatsApp. We were about 4 of us on WhatsApp group, and we used to kind of bounce ideas across each other. We used to kind of, share our struggles, share our problems, and we were able to support each other. We were able to encourage each other, motivate each other, inspire each other through that time. We were all GP trainees, all IMGs facing the same problem. So we were able to support each other. And that was when I found my real why, my purpose at that time, which was that I wanted to create this on a larger scale. I wanted to be able to support more women, support more IMGs. I wanted people, the young ones coming behind us, to be able to look up to us and, see that if she could do it, I can do it as well, and be inspired and know that there's someone else who's been through that same road and can help them, that can mentor them, can lift them up. And that was my real why. That was why I decided to start doing other things as well, not just be a doctor and go to work, come back, go to work, come back. And I think it's really important that we all know, we all understand our purpose, because I love this quote by Mark Twain that says, the 2 most important days in your life is the day you were born and the day you find out your purpose. Those 2 things are really important. The day you find out your purpose is so important. I already knew I wanted to be a doctor to take care of my patients, but I also found my why in the sense that I wanted to support other women. I wanted to support other medical doctors, IMGs especially, who are going through the same problem as mine. And in doing that, along the line, I realized it was so important to do this, because on the broader scale, when you look at health inequalities, health disparities among IMG doctors, imagine what our patients are going through. If we healthcare professionals might be going through these problems, imagine what our patients are going through. So on the wider scale, it was bigger than I ever thought. I thought it was just getting women together and just supporting each other, but it turned out to be even bigger than I thought. Because from there, we gave birth to Black Women in Health. And Black Women in Health started with me speaking to 2 of my friends from that WhatsApp group I told you about. We had a chat and we decided, yeah, let's give it a go. And from 3 of us, we grew to 20, 30, 40. Now we are over 500 Black women in health in that group. And we are doing a lot of support. We are inspiring each other. We're supporting each other. We're encouraging each other. We're building leaders. We're birthing leaders from this group. We're tackling health inequalities. We are promoting diversity. We are promoting inclusion. We are being that voice. We are the change we've been waiting for, really. So we are using our voices and our influences. You can look at this picture. This was from our conference in 2020, just before the pandemic lockdown. In this picture, we have pharmacists, doctors, we have some nurses, we have, microbiologists, we have dentists, and many more. There are some men here as well who were speakers at that event. But it shows you the power of one small dream. It shows you the power of one small vision. It might look small to you. It might be something small, but it could be a big deal to somebody else. So don't ever underestimate your impact. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. This is so important because sometimes we think, oh, what can I do? I'm an IMG. I just need to come here, focus on my work, make money, take care of my family, pay my bills, make sure my patients are safe, and that's it. But there's more that you can do. There's more to you. I believe that every single person has a purpose. We are all built, we're all made for a reason, and we have a purpose, a calling that only us might be able to solve. Martin Luther King Jr. was there at that time because he was made for that time. He had to be the voice at that time. Rosa Parks had to be the woman in that bus. Nelson Mandela had to be the one at that time. So you might be the one for your generation to make a difference. So never underestimate the impact you make. In making impact as an IMG, I just thought that these 5 C's might be something that might encourage you, that you already probably know some of this and do some of this already, but I thought I'd just, disrupt us a bit today and just remind us. Number 1 C is choices. You've already made choices like 4 or 5 years ago, or even more when you went into medical school. And those choices you made then has brought you to where you are now. Those choices you made then made you a doctor. Those choices you made then, made you the person you are today. And the choices you make from today will take you further into the future as well. So the choices you make are very important. And even when you are practicing as a healthcare professional, at any stage of your career, you can make a difference. And it's your choice. It's the choice you make, or it's what you decide to do that would make that difference. Chances are so important. Opportunities are rare, but sometimes opportunities are so many and right in front of us. It just depends on if we're ready to grab those opportunities and take those chances or take a risk. Yes, sometimes you might hear some people saying, oh, IMG struggle, IMGs, cannot get to a certain level. You can't be a leader, you can't be this, you can't be that. Don't listen to those voices, take the chances. I remember when I became a lead GP, I was a GP in a practice, and the clinical director approached me and said, oh, I like what you're doing. You're always giving us ideas. How do you feel about leading one of our practices? It was actually bigger than the practice where I was working at that time. I was a bit scared. Oh my God, am I ready? Can I be the lead GP? It means being in charge of so many things. It means leading on many things, being the safeguarding lead, leading on many other things. But I thought about it and I said, well, these chances never come so often. So why not take it? What can happen? What's the worst thing that can happen? The best thing that can happen, and I'm a positive person. I like to think about what the best thing that can happen is. The best thing that can happen is that, I'll make a difference and I will make the practice better than I met it. So I took the chance, and the person I became from taking that lead role, oh my God, I can't even put it into words. I learned a lot through the process. I was able to make a lot of changes. I was able to make a lot of suggestions. I was able to make a difference in the lives of my patients, in the lives of my colleagues. And I feel that, those type of chances are rare. So if you ever get chances, take it. Take it. Even if you feel that you're not qualified enough, take the chance, learn and prove yourself and work hard and show yourself. If you don't take those chances, you will never know. And when you're given chances, when you have opportunities, be committed. Commitment is so important. It's so important that you're committed to anything, even if you volunteered for a small project, be committed to it. Give it your 100%. Commit to it. I'm not here to tell you that, life is going to be like a Sunday morning full of rainbows and sunshine. There will be challenges. There will be obstacles. There will be barriers. There will be challenges. And you cannot go through it. As an IMG, you will face challenges. There will be discrimination. There will be racism. There will be people that think, how dare you? How dare she? Why is she in that role? How did she get there? Why can't she do? Why is she leading? Why is she, why is he the one? Who is he? But don't worry, you will get through those challenges. Once you've made the choice and taken the chances and committed to it, you will get through those challenges because you have greatness within you. You have everything that you need to succeed within you. And I'll have another slide where I'm going to talk a bit more about, dealing with those challenges. So in making impact, no matter what you decide to do, there will be challenges. It might be maybe people are not responding to you, or you're not getting the support you need, or you feel like no one is listening, but keep going. Keep making those changes. Start in your little corner. It might just be something, a small audit you do. You don't know how that audit is going to spiral out into something big. I remember last year at the beginning of the pandemic, my group, Black Women in Health, I said, let's have it. There was a lot of hesitation about the vaccination when the vaccines came out early last year, December/January last year. So I was like, let's talk to people. Let's talk to the community. Let's tackle this hesitation. Let's speak to our Black community. And we did some webinars. I spoke at some church webinars, and we did a particular webinar where we brought an imam, we brought a pastor, we brought community leaders, doctors, nurses, pharmacists, and we talked about the hesitation of why people were hesitating to have the vaccine, the myths. And from that webinar, we did some surveys. We wrote up an audit, and this audit got published in the NICE shared learning guideline. And we were able to raise points on how to improve community engagement in the Black and ethnic minority communities. So like I said, little things, sometimes you think that project is too small, you think it's insignificant, but it might spiral into something big. So believe me, as an IMG, you can make a massive difference. I know so many IMG doctors that are doing amazing work, whether it's in mental health or physical health or social care. They are doing amazing work. And we have many BAME, Black ethnic and minority leaders, doing amazing work. I'm sure you might have heard of Dr. Bola Owolabi, Nikki Kanani. We have many, Nagpal Chang. We have many doing amazing stuff. And they've gone through all of this. They had to make the choices. They had to take the chances. They had to commit and fight those challenges and remain consistent. Consistency is key. You don't want to be that kind of person that people cannot rely on. You need to be consistent. Sometimes, of course, it's going to be stormy. The weather will be stormy. It's not going to look easy. It's not going to look like anything is working, but stay consistent, because that's what will get you through. I love this quote again. Never underestimate the valuable and important difference you make in every life you touch. For the impact you make today has a powerful rippling effect on every tomorrow. It's so important that we take this really seriously. I know one time someone asked me, how can I make impact? I'm not a leader. You can lead from anywhere. When I was an F1, I remember I did an audit project with some of my colleagues, which was published. We were F1s then. We were junior doctors. And, these things become a habit. If you start, working to create value, because in life, we're not working for accolades. You're not working to make money. Money is good, I know, don't get me wrong, you have bills to pay, but if you focus on creating value, if you focus on being the solution to problems, if you focus on being that change that you've been waiting for, then you will see that it's going to impact on not just your own future, your children's future, your children's children. Where we are today is because some people fought for us, some people made impact for us to get here. So in my journey, these 7 keys have really helped me in making impact, because before you can make impact, you have to know yourself. You have to be a person of success, a person of value yourself before you can give to another person. I always describe us human beings as jogs, An empty jug cannot pour. You need to be full. You need to have something inside you to be able to give out. And so these 7 keys, I'm going to run through them really quickly. I think they're so important in your journey, whether as healthcare professionals, whether in your personal lives. They are so important. You have to have a vision. I know we all had a vision to be a doctor. That's why you're here, to be a healthcare professional, to do amazing stuff, to discover groundbreaking medical, technologies. We are all here for that purpose because we had a vision from the start. In everything, if you want to make impact, if you want to be a person of value, if you want to be a person that is a solution solver or a problem solver, you need to have a vision. The wisest man, Solomon, King Solomon, said that people perish for lack of vision. So you need to have vision. Success starts from self-awareness. You have to have self-awareness. You need to know who you are. You have to have an identity. Be proud of who you are. Remember your heritage. Remember where you've come from and be proud of that person. Don't try to be somebody else. It's a waste of who you really are. You need to have that self-awareness of this is who I am and this is what I want. My name is Omon Imohi. This is what I want. I don't want to be anybody else. Be your authentic self. Your vision cannot be authentic if it's not authentically you. Okay? And success starts with self-awareness. Being able to be a solution solver starts with knowing who you are, what you are capable of achieving, what you're capable of giving back to people. And it's so important because I believe, like I said before, none of us is here by mistake. None of us is here, we all have a void to fill. We all have a purpose. We all have a calling. Our calling is to heal, to be, to be doctors and help people. And if you're already here, you have to start asking yourself, what dream do I have inside of me? What is my vision? What do I want? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 6 years? And in all these visions you're having, your vision should entail being a value maker, being a problem solver, providing solutions. The vision that Mark Zuckerberg had many years ago was to create a portal where people could connect. I'm sure his vision was not like, I want to be the wealthiest man in the world. His vision was to create connectivity, to connect people, to make life easier for people. But see where it's led him. Elon Musk had a vision to put Tesla on Mars. But you see where it's led him. The vision of the greats is not really for themselves. It's never selfish. It's always about other people. Your purpose should be about other people. When you make it like that, everything else, the fame, the money, everything else will come. But your vision has to be selfless. And vision is the genesis of all greatness. Like I said, every great person had a vision, and that's why they are where they are today. So to manifest your dream fully, you have to first believe in yourself. Believe in your vision. Know who you are. Believe in your dreams. Believe before you can sell your vision or your dreams to anybody else. You have to believe it first. And then, when you decide on what you want in life, get a vision for it. Write it out so he that reads it can run with it. Capture it on paper if you need to. Put it where you can see it every day. I have a vision board in my house I look at every day. Put it where you can see every day and bring it to reality. And you need all these other keys to bring it to reality. Like I said, the next one is mindset. Okay, so even if you have vision, you need the mindset of a champion. You need the mindset of a winner. You need to believe that you can actually bring your vision to life. You need your mind to be in tune with that vision. The mind is so powerful because everything we are, who we are today, everything we do starts from the mind. The impact you want to make starts from you thinking, oh, my community needs, maybe someone to help counsel the teenagers, or my community needs someone to create awareness about common healthcare problems in the Black community, for example. So it starts from you thinking about it, you write it down, you tell some people about it, you bring it to life, it becomes action, you create a webinar like this, and then you bring that vision to life. So your mind, it's your mind that transforms your life. You cannot expect to do extraordinary things with an ordinary mind. You have to have the mindset of a champion. You have to have the mindset of a winner. The great people of this world, they think about these things that they want to do, they see it actualize in their mind even before it happens. So, you have to address our thoughts. We have to believe that we can be the best doctors or surgeons or whatever we put our mind to. Because really, if you look at the world belongs to the bold. The world belongs to people who are not afraid of failing, people who are not afraid of rejection, people who are not afraid of trying and trying and trying again. Thomas Edison tried multiple times, but he knew in his mind, I want to create light. I want to create light. The Ford brothers, they kept trying, but they knew we had to fly it. So it has to start from the mind. And as it's starting from your mind, you know that you want to bring it to life. And you have to be bold in your mind, that to understand that you can achieve what you want to achieve. And in thinking about the mind, you have to protect your mind. You have to protect it from negative thoughts that comes from you, and external negative thoughts from other people that tell you can't do it. Oh, you're an IMG, you can't be the leader, you can't do this, you can't get that role, you can't get that job. Lock them out. Shut them up. Tell those negative thoughts to get out, because your mind can really control how you start to react to certain things. If in your mind you keep telling yourself, I can't do it, yes, you will never be able to do it, because even when opportunities come, you won't see it. And even when opportunities come and you have every support you need, you still will not see it or take it, because you are afraid that you can't do it. So you have to protect your mind. Abandon every thought and belief that's contrary to the outcome you are looking for. Great people of the world, they don't make excuses, they make adjustments. So yes, you're not qualified enough. Go and do that course that needs you to qualify for it. Speak to mentors, get people to talk to you that have been through it, that can take you through it. So hang out with solution bearers, hang out with people that always have a solution for the problem. Hang out with people that would motivate you. Hang out with people that, pour positivity into you. A disciplined mind rooted in truth can do the impossible. Okay, so you need to pour greatness into your mind daily by the kind of books you read, the kind of webinars you attend, like this type of webinars. You need to attend this type of webinars. The kind of people you hang out with, the kind of people you listen to, the kind of people you follow on social media. These things matter a lot, because those are the kind of things that you feed your mind with. And the thoughts you internalize, they become the words you verbalize. These words become actions. Actions becomes habits. Habits produce results. Results becomes your outcome. So think about it. Everything starts in the mind. So please guide your mind. It's so important. Excellence, the standard you hold yourself today, the standard you hold yourself in, day out, is so important, whether people are looking at you or not. Many things I did, or I still do, thinking nobody's watching. People are watching. People are watching you. Even if you think nobody's watching, people are watching you. Staying later at work, doing an extra project, offering to help your colleagues, supporting your patients when, going above and beyond for things that they're not even paying you for. People are watching. Cultivate a spirit of excellence, because an excellent spirit is not mediocre. An excellent spirit is not average. It's not just there. It's extra. Sometimes be extra. It's okay to be extra in a positive way. So refuse to be average. Cultivate that spirit of going above and beyond, of doing the extra if needed, because success has to be built on a solid foundation of excellence. Every great person you can think of, even think of your parents, your uncle, people around you, for them to have succeeded, they had that excellent spirit. Excellence should be the filter through which everyone sees you, through which everything you do is seen. And that should be the way you live your life. You should be a person of integrity. Be a person of, be authentic to yourself. Have integrity and, have an excellent spirit. It's so important. And in saying that, I know I talked about this before. People are so important. The people you surround yourself with matters a lot. They say if you hang out with 5 people, you are the average of those 5 people. So, you need to really look at your inner circle and think about, who are these people I'm listening to? When I say hanging out, it doesn't always mean physically. Who are you hanging out with on social media? Who are you listening to? Which webinars are you attending? The kind of people you hang out with really matters, because you become part of them. You become like them. You are the average of them. So, why stay in the crowded 99% when you can be in that 1%? Examine your inner cycle. Are you with people that encourage you, people that inspire you, empower you, celebrate you, excite you, motivate you, push you? Are you with those type of people? Or are you around people that always have a problem for every solution? the naysayers, the negative ones, the limiting beliefs. Are you with those type of people? You need to look at your circle, because those kind of people you hang out with can either build you up or break you down. I've seen IMGs that come and say, oh, they said we cannot do that. Oh, we can never achieve that. I'm like, who told you that? You know, I always see myself as the exception to the game, and it starts from the mind, like I said. And then, you know, when you hang out with those type of people who are making a difference, who are successful, you will become like them. It's a no-brainer. So look at your inner circle. I'm not saying go and, you know, discard your friends, but look at your inner circle, and you too be that kind of friend. Okay, surround yourself with greatness. If there's anything I leave you with today, surround yourself with greatness, like Pooja, Aman, people like that. Surround yourself with people who understand it, exemplify it, and are consistently pursuing it. People that are showing you that you can be anything you want to be. For me, the only people I hang out with are the sick and the hungry. Those who are sick and tired of being average, and those who are hungry enough to do something about it. So think about it. Focus is so important. Focus is the #1 reason why many people do not achieve their dreams. Loss of focus. Don't lose your focus. Keep your mind and attention. Keep your eyes on the ball. No matter what happens, visa issues, exams, they will come. Like I said, those challenges will come. But keep your mind, keep focused on your vision. Keep your eyes on the goal. Every obstacle that comes on the way to that goal, you will get through it as long as you stay focused. Success comes from the assembly of intense work ethic. When you are focused, you stay disciplined. You give your best. You give your 110 to everything. Okay. And listen, you can't outsource your grind. You can't outsource your, nobody can write your exams for you. Nobody can live your life for you. You have to do it yourself. And it all starts with focus. Decide what you want to do and work towards it. And discipline is so important. To achieve greatness, you must first master yourself. What you do consistently becomes a habit. Your daily routine must align with the outcome you want. You want 6 packs, but every day you're just at home sitting down, eating burgers. No, it's not going to happen. If you want 6 packs, you have to exercise. It's just as simple as that. You have to eat healthy. So discipline is what you can do for yourself. You can't outsource discipline, unfortunately. Your discipline will take you where talent will not take you. One thing I've learned as an IMG, dedication, determination, and commitment are the greatest equalizers. It doesn't matter where you came from in the world. If you are disciplined, if you are dedicated, committed, and you're consistent with what you're doing, you will get it. That's the greatest equalizer in the world. You have to be hungry, you have to be dedicated and fearless to get to the next level of your life. And in building yourself, believe me, you are impacting others along the way. You're making a difference along the way. Because when some people see you, you're an inspiration to them. That's impact. Someone who's struggling to come to, for example, to the UK to practice and seeing, oh my God, see what she's doing. She's even she's become a GP. She's the vice chair of this. She's the leader of this. Oh my God, I can do it too. That's impact. Impact doesn't necessarily mean you're actually doing something, physically. It might just be those people watching you, the way you are paving for others coming behind you. So it's so important. The price for victory and success must be paid by hard work. So you have to master yourself first. And finally, persistence. This is so important. I talked about facing challenges before. Nothing can be denied the one who will not be denied. Nothing can be denied the one who will not be denied. Let that sink in. If you say in your heart to yourself, I'm going to become this, and these are the steps I'm going to take, and I'm going to get there. And this is the impact I want to make. I'm going to achieve it. Yes, there might be obstacles. There will be rainy days. Life will knock you down many times, but you get up every time. You face that fear. You face that rejection. You face the challenges, and you get through it. You shatter those glasses, those glass ceilings, those iron doors. Shatter them and get there. And if they don't give you a seat on the table, build your own table. You can do it. Okay? Perseverance turns regular, ordinary people into extraordinary people. I'm sure that when Pooja and Aman started Arora, it was not always like this, with thousands of people attending conferences. It might have been a struggle at the beginning, but look at where they are now. That's an example. And look at the impact they are making to thousands of lives. I don't know. I don't think I know any IMG that has not gone through them personally. There might be some, but I don't know personally who has not gone through them. So look at the impact they are making. It's perseverance. They persisted. They stayed consistent. And even when things were tough, they continued. They say persistence is what makes water cut through the rock. It's not because the water is stronger than the rock, but if the water keeps slapping the rock, slapping the rock, slapping the rock, at a point it breaks. And that's persistence. So sometimes you will be crushed. You might fail exams, your visa might be refused, you might go through struggles, but don't give up. Keep going, keep pushing. Keep going, keep pushing. Everything you need is on the other side of fear, of rejection, of failure. In fact, I don't think anyone is a failure. I think you can fail, but you are not a failure. You're only a failure if you accept it and just give up. As long as you don't give up, you are not a failure. So keep trying. When you see successful, great people, they've gone through years. Many have failed at many other things and failed many times. I have failed many times. I've failed exams. I've been rejected for roles I've applied for, but I keep going. I keep going. If I get rejected for a role, I'm like, maybe it's not for me, or maybe I need to up something and I go and find another qualification to quickly get, or something to improve for next time. And that's how you should see life. Don't think rejection is final. It's never final. Sometimes you're rejected for that thing, but when you go and build yourself up, you're now too qualified for that role you wanted, and you might be taken for even a better role. So, remember that you're fully equipped for whatever you want to do. We are all intellectuals. We are also intelligent. To be at this stage of our careers, we are so, fully equipped to get here. And don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't achieve what you want, because you are amazing just the way you are. You're perfectly designed, strategically assembled for success. So always remember that. And it's important that as you go through this journey, if you're thinking, how can I make an impact as an IMG? Ask yourself, what is my why? What do I really want to gain? What is my why? Am I doing this for fame? Am I doing this for accolades? Am I doing this for money? What is your why? You have to find your why, because in the tough times through the journey, your why will pull you out. Even those times when you feel like giving up, when you remember your why and you remember the people that are depending on your why, you will keep going. So you need to ask yourself, what is my why? Who am I fighting for? What drives me? What drives you? Why do you want to be a doctor? Why do you want to make a difference? What excites you? What's that thing that keeps you awake in the morning? What's that thing that keeps you buzzing every time you think about it? What's that thing that keeps you up late at night? Is your purpose your family? Do you want to give them a better life? Is your purpose your community? Do you want to make way for other IMGs? Is your purpose to heal the world? World peace? Whatever your why is, it's so important, okay? Because when your why is greater than the obstacle ceases to exist. Frederick Nietzsche said that he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. So if you don't know your why, or you are not sure of your why, think about it today. Success is not measured in the amount of money you make, but the number of lives you impact. Everything you do, make sure that you're thinking of, the next person, the life you're impacting. And finally, be fearless, because you're limitless. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. There's nothing you put your heart to achieve that you can't achieve. You are limitless. We have, every human being is like the mobile phone. I can bet to you that most of us are using like less than 10% of our capabilities. You're like a mobile phone. You have multiple apps. You can bank, you can shop, you can Google, you can Facebook, you can Snapchat, you can TikTok, you can go to Instagram, tweet. But guess what? Some people are using their phone only to call and text. And that's how our lives are. That's the talents and abilities we have. Are you just using just 10% of your abilities, or are you ready to try more? They say geniuses just need to use a bit, just a few percentage more than the rest of the population. Are you ready to storm into the world and take your place and make that impact? I like this picture, and I always use this every time I do a talk. Why blend in when you can stand out? Don't blend in. Stand out. Because you are unique. You are you. You are your superpower. You are your greatest asset. Don't be afraid to unleash yourself to the world. Thank you.
Wow, Omon.
Loved it.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So many amazing bits of information in that short rapid fire there. So much that hopefully people are going to take away and maybe not even realize right now how much that's going to impact them, but maybe it's going to impact them at some point, those words that you said. Me and Pooja were having a WhatsApp in the middle going, this is incredible. Like between us.
I want your
super.
audio. Omon, I said I want your audio book. I want to listen to it. It's so amazing. So many phrases in there that I'm going to steal from you. I love the sick and
hungry.
And hungry. Yes. So so many great phrases in there, and I love that picture of why blend in when you can stand out. So many important things that many people have probably heard or seen in if they do follow these sort of leadership or successful podcasts or whatever it is. But I think you really hit the nail on the head when you put it into an IMG perspective and how really there are no boundaries. And that's what we want to hear, that being an IMG doctor does not restrict you in any way, no matter what we see on social media or hear from other people, that it shouldn't restrict you. And you are a brilliant example of how it doesn't restrict you. So full power to you. Thank you.
That's the key, isn't it? It's that anyone can say these words, and you do hear this stuff bandied around all over Instagram, all over TikTok. It's just everyone says this stuff, be strong, whatever, you know. But you've done it. Like, you know, you're not just preaching it. You've done it. Like, you've been through that grind. You've been through those steps. You have persisted. You've got to positions. You know, and everyone sees you in that position now, but they'll have no idea the stuff that's beneath that. They'll have no idea that the climb and the amount of kickbacks and things that you've got to get to that point. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. And the comments are reflected. That amazing session, very motivating, amazing talk, inspirational, you know, just as we expected, really. Yeah, amazing.
If we can go into the Q&A, if that's okay. Dr. Omon, thank you so much. Please, how can we contact you if we have any questions? Are you open to mentoring young doctors?
Yes, I am. I do a lot of mentoring. Yeah, so I do. You can contact me on any of my social media handles. I'm on LinkedIn, and it's my name, Dr. Omon Imohi. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Twitter. I'm on all the social medias. So you can contact me anywhere. I'll always respond. It might take a day or two, but I always respond. So you can contact me anywhere, and just tell me what you want to tell me when you contact me.
Mind just tell us a little bit about Black Women in Health, just in case people want to get involved or find out more.
Oh yeah, so Black Women in Health is a non-profit organization for Black women in healthcare, including doctors, nurses, pharmacists, any other allied healthcare professionals. We've come together to empower each other and, you know, birth leaders really, and, you know, just connect with each other and be a shoulder for each other's to lean on. So we actually really started officially in 2019, and we've grown strong. We've had multiple, you know, conferences, webinars, and, you know, fundraising, and we've done so much for our community, and we'll continue to do. So if you're interested if you're a Black woman in healthcare and you're interested, just come in. There's always someone. We have a lot of mentors. You know, if you're a pharmacist, there might not be pharmacists here, but if you need any mentor in any level of your career, we have people there to guide you through. And yeah, we are there for each other. Women empowering women is like the best thing, really. So yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant, and I've seen it from afar and seen it on social media and seen the kind of stuff that you guys do, and it's really good, and it matches exactly what you've talked about today, and the energy and enthusiasm that you have today, I'm sure, is what's driving BWIH as well. So yeah, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
There's loads of comments. We could go through them all. I mean, they're all saying pretty much the same thing, that it was amazing and it was brilliant, it was motivating and inspiring. So We might try and put a couple of your handles on the chat so people can find you. But as you said, you're on every channel out there. So please do take the opportunity to find Omon and ask her questions and learn. Yeah, and soak in.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm on Twitter at Dr. Omon Imohi. Just my name and my surname. You can find me there.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Absolutely. We'll put that in the chat. Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to add?
I was just going to say, I mean, we need to turn that into a podcast for people who want to use it while they're out running. I know I will certainly be using it then. But yeah, absolutely. I think if anything you're going to take away from that talk is that you don't need to restrict yourself. You need to have the right mindset, and you know, you've got to lift people as you move forward. So, you know, as you learn, then please pass on any knowledge that you have to those coming through. And I think Dr. Omon is a great example of how she's done that from her difficulties early on. It's not easy not having a supportive supervisor to reaching where she is now in key leadership positions, you know. So thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Omon. We'll catch up very soon, hopefully.
Cheers. Bye.
Cool. Bye. Bye.